Hello, this is Igor. Welcome to this training. Give me a quick one in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, all right, yes. Okay, well, it's Thursday. It's 2 p.m. Eastern over here in Toronto. The weather is, I wouldn't call it the best, but it's all right as long as it's not snowing. Even in August, as long as it's not snowing, I'm happy. So I'm really excited about this training today because you know how I teach you guys how to use paid traffic to build your list and to generate affiliate commissions. Well, today's training is actually going to be a bit different because you will see and understand a traffic strategy, a way to generate passive affiliate commissions without having to spend money on traffic. But more so, it actually goes a little bit bigger, and it's more like a passive affiliate business model. And I really mean it. So if you have a vision to be able to retire with affiliate marketing, to be able to make passive income with affiliate marketing, you're going to find this training extremely interesting because my guest today, his name is Chris, and Chris is an expert at building and ranking passive income sites. That's right, passive niche income sites in order to make passive income. And he developed a system and a software that he's going to demo today that allows anyone, and he actually guarantees it too, anyone to be able to just get into this business opportunity of putting together these simple niche sites and start making passive income and be profitable in their first year and actually making real money, real bill money that you use to pay bills, using his approach. Now, this approach that he's going to teach you today is really interesting because it's super passive, and because he also developed software that helps automate the entire process. It is actually just great. You can fit it into any lifestyle, even if you work a full-time job right now, even if you're not technical, even if you don't have a lot of time every day. You can actually take this approach and you can make money with it with affiliate marketing. So what he's about to show you today actually fits real nice into everything that I'm teaching you, into everything that I'm showing you, right? So if you're looking to use high-ticket affiliate products, if you want to get paid on a lead gen basis rather than a sale basis, if you want to get paid from promoting other people's products, and even if you're already building a list, this is another way to add more people to your list. This strategy is really powerful, really interesting, and I don't see this stuff often, okay? This guy, I actually got introduced to him through a friend, and I looked into what he's doing, and I was like, wow, I wish more people were teaching this because what he's got going on is really unique. I don't think there's anyone who has the software that he has, so that's going to be really interesting. But what's important is that this is a bona fide passive affiliate strategy where you make money just by the virtue of the website being out there and the traffic coming in for free. So this strategy does not involve any paid advertising. You won't have to run any kind of Facebook ads or anything like that. This is pure free traffic. This is pure free passive affiliate commissions. So I thought, hey, you guys should know about it, right? So what you're going to see right now is I'm going to bring out Chris. He's going to share everything. He's going to break it down for you. Okay, so I want you to put your hands together, your virtual hands together. I want you to go ahead and welcome my friend Chris from the UK, Chris Cantell. Chris, take it away.
Fantastic. Thanks very much for that intro. Really appreciate that. Okay, on this webinar, we're going to be looking at a special, let's say, opportunity, and it's an opportunity that this, as you can see on screen now, is 40-year-old taxi driver used this simple, tiny website strategy in his spare time to quickly make an ongoing six-figure income year after year, and that's what he does. Every year after year after year, he makes a six-figure income just from this, and this opportunity works for anyone. So it'll work for you. It'll work for absolutely anybody and everybody. That's a bold statement, I know, but you'll understand why I'm able to make that statement as I go along later, because I've actually covered everything that would get in the way of you not succeeding in this. So just in the small amount of time that we've got together here, so we've got about 90 minutes thereabouts, and I'm going to cover the 4 steps to this amazing fail-proof business opportunity. And by the way, I'm going to try and keep answers to the end of the call, just because it breaks up the presentation. So I'll have a Q&A at the end. So if you save your questions till then, that'll be great. And I am recording this, by the way, so all being well, I'll be able to send out a replay. Anyway, so we cover this, and also I'm going to show you the number 1 key essential must-have ingredient that no one else has, and why most people fail. This is really important. I'll cover that. Also going to show you one simple step. This is genius, right? One simple step that you can apply that when carried out can produce a 6-figure income in just a few days. It sounds like hype, doesn't it? It sounds crazy, but it's true. It is absolutely real, and you'll see why and how it works. It's really, really amazing. If nothing else, if you don't get anything else from what I'll be showing you, I'm here to show you how you can make a lot of money. So just understand that you are here so you can find out how to make a lot of money. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to give you my best over the next 90 minutes. So I've hidden my phone because it picks up when I say Google. So that's gone away. I've got all my other distractions off. So it'd be great if you could do the same as well, not have distractions on, because I'm going to go at a fast pace and it'd be very easy to be distracted. And if you get distracted, it's very hard to pick up from that. So can we have a deal with that? I'll stick to my end as much as I can. And maybe if you can too, that'd be great. Give me something in the chat if you say that sounds fair. That'd be great. Okay, deal. Yeah, Colin says deal. Fair, says Ramsey. Brilliant. Deal. Yes, fantastic. Thank you very much. And I love it when I have some feedback in the chat, because if I don't get feedback, I'm one of those people who get a bit nervous and think, oh, it's not going well, because I'm not a slick presenter, and I get a bit nervous if I'm not getting a bit of encouragement. So encouragement's great. Thanks. Okay, well, let me introduce you to Michael. So Michael, he earns a 6-figure annual income. So let me tell you a little bit about him. He had a small business that he set up, and he ran into a bit of bad luck where he lost his business. And what happened with him, he had to get a job. I mean, he had to make his money. So he ended up working in the same line of industry, but he was a taxi driver. So he was actually working for the competition because he'd lost his job, and he felt trapped because he owned his own business, but now he thinks he doesn't know how is he going to get back to. Is he going to be a taxi driver all his life, or he wants to make his own way to financial freedom? So he decided to change his situation, and that's when I came across Michael. He contacted me, he found me, and he contacted me, and he told me about that he wanted to get his business back and start to create it. So we talked about this, and we came up with the plan. And what happened was I built a website for him. It was a great website, and he monetized it, and we put together a strategy, a traffic strategy, and drove traffic. And within 3 months, Michael quit his job because he was making the money that he needed from his new business. So he quit his job. He was no longer a taxi driver, and he wrote. And he says, I got in touch with Chris, and so he created this new site for me, and he applied some master SEO tactics and got my site ranking at the top of page 1 of Google for all my main search terms. 3 months ago, I had no traffic, but now it's gone through the roof with almost 2,000 visitors per day. I didn't think it was possible to do what Chris and his team have done over a short period of time. So he's over the moon. And then a more recent screenshot, over 70,000 visitors per month in just a few months of building a brand new site. That's what he got. Okay, but he's not the only one. Tony, most successful student, building local niche sites. He makes in excess of $1 million a year. And he wrote in saying that he started following the training. He had no knowledge of SEO or niches whatsoever, niche sites. And not long after applying the training, his business went to an annual income well in excess of $1 million. And now his company is recognised by the Australian government for recognition for his company's contribution to national exports. He makes that much money with it. That's great. Fantastic. But Tony says, if I can do it, you can too. And he means that. So let me talk about business opportunities now. There's this opportunity, which I'm about to present, and which Michael's been through that and been successful. And there's others which I'll call so-called opportunities. So looking at business opportunities, there's some famous names there: eBay, Amazon, amazing opportunities that's there for people. Bitcoin, Forex, Shopify, network marketing, YouTube. There's so much, and the thing is, for the majority of people, these are so-called, what I'll call so-called opportunities. They simply don't work. They do work, but they don't work for the majority of people. And there's a reason for that. You see, maybe you need a lot of luck. Let's say you've got an Amazon business. Maybe you need a lot of luck to find the right product, the perfect products. Or you need a lot of luck if you're dealing with Forex or trading some for whatever. Or you might be putting some business together where you need a ton of tech skills. There's so much tech involved with some online stuff. So it's unbelievable. And most people don't have those skills. So combine luck and tech, that wipes out so many people, especially luck. And then there's a load of money. If you're investing in Bitcoin, for example, you need a ton of money. Or if you're setting up an Amazon business, if it's going to be successful, you're going to need a ton of money to be able to cover the inventory. You might have opportunities with promises of riches, but they just don't deliver. Or the opportunity might require so much effort, massive, massive effort. So they might be great opportunity, but they're just too much effort for the average person. So how do I know all of this? Well, I've been there. You see, years and years ago, I wanted to make money online. And so I came across all these opportunities. I became an expert in identifying reasons why the program wouldn't work, because they either had, well, it was all down to all of these things here, luck or tech skills. Back in the old days, I had no tech skills. I'm pretty average now at tech skills, but I certainly had none then. And luck, I am not a lucky person, so I had none of those. A load of money, I didn't have a load of money either. So I found out that those opportunities, they didn't work for me because I didn't have those things. Those were obstacles in my way. Maybe you can relate to this too. Maybe you can think, yeah, I'm not lucky, and I don't have the tech skills, etc. Okay, the thing is, it's not your fault. It wasn't my fault either that I couldn't make it with those, because the people that run these opportunities, they should really identify the obstacles and come up with a solution to overcome it. I know it's easier said than done, and it is not an easy thing, but it's something that should be done. And anyway, years ago, I decided to learn SEO. So I figured out Google, and I spent quite a while looking into this. And I started ranking client websites. And I was ranking all of them. Every site which I was doing was on the first page of Google, most of them at the top for most of their key phrases. And so I'd figured out how to do it. And then I thought, well, I'd come across the Warrior Forum. And I thought, well, I might as well put together a product. And I put together an SEO product and put it up there. Over a 2-week period, it sold $20,000. $20,000. That was back in 2012. And so at last, I'd made some money online. That was the first time I'd actually made any money online. The SEO business was offline. So, I was calling clients. But this was actually online. That was really quite exciting. In fact, that was so good, I decided to do another one. And I did another $20,000 or so. And so now I've done, within a 7-month period, $43,000. That was fantastic. That was really a great break for me, and I was so pleased with myself. With all of that in mind, I thought, well, I can do SEO. I've been able to get my clients ranked. I can put together a product, and I did that on the Warrior Forum. So I thought, well, I'm going to put this blueprint together, something that I can pass on to other people. And so from February to April, that's when I pieced together the blueprint concept. And from April 2013 to December 2013, I put together the blueprint. And then in December 2013, I launched the blueprint. So what happened was, during all of that period, my focus was on this blueprint, putting it all together, building it. But come December on the launch, I've run out of money because I haven't been focusing on making money. I've been focusing on getting this blueprint together. But come May 2014, 5 months later, I went from broke to a seven-figure income. So this worked amazingly well for me. This was a breakthrough. And what I'd done for this, I applied pretty much what I'm presenting in this training. But what I'm going to show in the training takes this into something of new territory, and you'll see why in a minute. So, unlike the other so-called opportunities, this opportunity, it actually works. It worked for me, the person who's not lucky. It worked for me, who didn't have a ton of money and who didn't have the tech skills. Okay, and I put this plan into operation and the strategy, and it worked. Okay, it worked for Michael, and it also worked for Tony. In fact, my students were crushing it. They were coming in with all of these different testimonies. And what we all had in common was that for us, the other opportunities didn't work because the other people that I've talked to that had been successful, they weren't successful with the other opportunities. But we crushed it with my blueprint. So the blueprint works. Even if you think, well, I'm not clever enough, or what if it's too hard? What if it's too technical? Or I'm too old to do this. I'm not experienced enough. I have a full-time job. None of those are reasons why you can't be an absolute success and create an amazing income and a business. So it's something that's very special for you. So what makes this blueprint work is there's two factors: utilizing simplified cutting edge training. So that's the main thing: simplified cutting edge training, but using conjunction with powerful software. So this powerful combo has enabled Emeka to create a niche site. And when Emeka became a member, he followed the blueprint training and within a few months was earning around $170,000 per year. And he says, I regularly make in excess of $12,000 per month. And Ravi follows the training, and in just 9 months, he has earned $70,000. And so Brad says there's no comparison in the online world, and Rudy agrees. He says the work and quality and commitment to helping others and genuineness is truly commendable. And Brad says, I'm passionate about emphasizing to follow Chris's training because it works. So let's have a look at Blake. So Blake became a student recently, and after a few weeks, his niche site was getting 5,000 visitors per month. He says, I hit $100 per month after just 3 months of launching the site. So there's a little analytics chart at the bottom there. And so everything's working really well for everybody. So just to get this bit out of the way, the legal bit, which I have to say, as with all businesses or any business, my results are not typical and your results will vary from mine. Also, I can't predict what level of results you'll be able to achieve because I don't know your own personal circumstances. I just need to say that regardless of running with this or any other business opportunity, you should really carry out your own due diligence. It just makes good sense to do that. Okay, so why should you listen to me? Well, let me explain this in case I've never said it before. My name is Chris Cantell. I'm now a successful online marketer. After trying to make it with so many so-called online business opportunities and failing, I've since been able to succeed and help others do the same. Since then, I've been interviewed by the BBC, published in Forbes, Entrepreneur, Inc., and New Scientist magazine. So I've been recognized by industry leaders, made over $1 million in affiliate sales. So I'm not saying that to brag, but I'm just saying that what's possible once you start to get this thing in place and you get it going, you're able to take yourself to a new level. And this has enabled me to travel with my family. In the top left, that's in front's my daughter, in the middle's my wife, and then there's me in the background. My car, got a nice car now, been able to rebuild my house, and like to support charities, which is important to me. So this training, who is it for? Well, if you've struggled to make money online and you've tried all kinds of other programs that simply didn't work, then this is for you. If you're looking for a way to earn income in your spare time because you have a job or you need to fit around your schedule, then this is for you. If you're looking for an opportunity that's simple to do and one that's not too technical or complicated, then this is for you. And if you're looking for an evergreen opportunity that's going to be around and work for years to come, then this is for you. And also, if you're looking for an opportunity that you can build into a full-time income that can lead you to financial freedom, this is for you. But there's people that possibly on this call that this training is not for. So this is not for you if you're looking for a lazy get-rich-quick scheme. It doesn't work. It doesn't exist, and you certainly won't find it here. If you're looking for an easy way to make money by exploiting some short-lived loophole, so that I'm not going to show you anything like that because that's no good. And also, if you've got no time to put into this, then this is not going to work for you either, because this is a business at the end of the day, and so it needs some input. But this is for you if you're looking for a way to make extra money, or if you're looking to take control of your life financially, and you need a vehicle to get you to that place, and you hate your job and you want out, but you need to set up something that's secure and stable that will allow you to confidently quit that job. And also with COVID and everything, you see how important it is to have something set up so you've got something in your own with jobs insecurity. Also, if you're looking for a real opportunity that you can scale to build a 6 or 7 figure annual income. Okay, the training. Let's go on to the training now. So we're going to cover some parts here. In part 1, I'm going to show you why the blueprint is the only business opportunity you should be looking at and why others typically fail. So you'll find out why this one is so different from everything else. Part 2, I'm going to outline my blueprint strategy. In part 3, I'm going to reveal the secret sauce to this blueprint success. And part 4, I'm going to show you how in just one simple step you can explode your business from a small monthly income to a life-changing 6-figure income overnight. That's fantastic. All right, part 1, why the blueprint's the only opportunity that you should be looking at and why others typically fail. Well, there's 5 aspects to this. The first one is an opportunity must be simple. If it's not simple, then most people aren't going to be able to do it because things are hard enough as it is. If it's complicated, then if it's complicated, it would put me out of it. Put it that way. I can't follow complicated stuff. It has to be simple. It needs to be a real opportunity, or rather, the real opportunity is not restricted in any way by niche. So if it only works in the people with no hair niche, that's no good. So it's got to be not restricted in any way. The opportunity must be evergreen, an evergreen proven strategy that anyone can follow, because if it's not going to be around for long. The opportunity must rely on free organic traffic. If it doesn't, it means you've got to pay for it. That means you're using platforms which could be here today and not here in a couple of years, for example. And luck must not be a factor in any way. If luck's a factor, then we can all forget it, because if luck is involved, then, well, most of us aren't lucky. Well, I'm certainly not lucky. So let's look at some current business opportunities. Let's look at Amazon. Amazon's an amazing business opportunity. It's such a fantastic opportunity for people to do. There's great potential to make money. There's an abundance of product potential. It's a long-lasting evergreen business opportunity with a wide range of potential across all the money niches. However, there are some reasons why you wouldn't want to go into Amazon. The investment costs are high on inventory. So that's one of the obstacles I mentioned about you need a lot of money. You need to have a lot of luck to find a winning product with low competition. So there is a luck element involved in that. It can take years to get into cash flow profit unless you have large investment. If you've got a winning product, you're going to be hard stretched unless you've got a ton of money to invest in the inventory, as you've got to get more and more products. You've got to buy more product than you're selling. There's a huge amount of competition. It's growing all the time. Amazon fees are high, and you're not in control of your business. Amazon is, which makes the opportunity potentially unstable and unreliable, possibly in the future. What about affiliate marketing via paid ads? Well, there's good potential to make money. There's abundance of product potential. There's a wide range of potential across all the money niches, and it's possible to make money relatively quickly. However, paid ad costs are high. You need a lot of luck finding a winning product with low competition. There's a huge amount of technical skill required in the setup and running of these multiple platforms. Your email list won't last, and you will continually need to replace your unsubscribing list of email subscribers. It's hard to make a profit with ad platforms such as Facebook. It's getting harder and harder all the time, and the prices are going up all the time. And it's not an evergreen business because ad platforms are not stable long-term solutions. Ad platforms such as Facebook can and do close accounts without notice. Blogging. There's a good potential to make money on blogs, doing blogs. There's a wide range of potential across all the money niches. It's an evergreen business opportunity, and you can work the hours you want when you want. However, it's very hard to make a decent amount of money, even though the potential is there. There's a high level of tech, that's optimization and SEO expertise required to succeed, expert strategies required to make blogging a successful business opportunity. It's too competitive unless you know what you're doing. It takes years to succeed unless you know what you're doing. And it's virtually impossible to succeed without the right tools. It requires stickability and persistence that's beyond 95% of people, hence the high dropout rate. So these are three leading business opportunities. 95% plus people quit, and I was one of those percentages. But that wasn't until I discovered niche sites. So what are niche sites? Well, niche sites are a dream business opportunity. There's a good potential to make money. You're not up against a ton of competition, and there's a vast number of niches that you can choose from. It's the greenest of evergreen opportunities, and you can run it and build it in your spare time. It's simple to monetize. It's a dream business opportunity, but it needs to be done properly. So let's have a look at this. Let's go into part 2 of the training and look at the blueprint strategy and why it's so powerful. So the 4 steps to the blueprint is, first of all, you need to find low competition profitable niche. Find that low competition profitable niche. You build a niche site, you monetize the site, and you drive traffic. It's as simple as that. Step 1, you find low competition profitable niche. So what you would do is you identify a more targeted sub niche within the money niche. So let's say, for example, you picked a niche of kayaks, and a sub niche of kayaks would be river kayaks, for example. So you build a money site around river kayaks. And then what happens there is you eliminate your competition, because while everyone else is doing a site about kayaks, some people are searching for river kayaks. So your site is all about river kayaks. You're very focused. Google likes focused sites. And so Google raises you up because you're the expert now, because your site is just about river kayaks and everyone else is about everything. So Google likes to promote you more because of that reason, even though you might have less authority than those other sites. Any competition that you come across is likely to be too broad. Maybe they're doing about kayaks and canoes and other boats, and not as relevant as you. Step 2 is you build your niche site. Okay, so what you do is you find relevant key phrases that people search for in Google, and you create and publish posts on your site around those phrases. So that's content done. Then you monetize your site. You add affiliate links to appropriate post content. So that might be product reviews or product recommendations. You add other means to monetize your content, such as your own products or your ads. Maybe you've got some ebooks, for example, you put on, or a course that you've done, or even a course that you can purchase as a private label, or affiliate courses. You can maximize income by monetizing with higher ticket or higher affiliate commission products. So you get 50% commission, for example, on a service or a product that's on your site. Maybe it's a monthly thing, but you don't need many of those to start building up the commission. Finally, step 4 is you drive traffic. Well, there's in the strategy, in the blueprint, there's 2 parts to this. First of all, you need to create some kind of subscriber. So you build an email list from your site. So you have an opt-in form. And the other part is you implement a multi-level traffic strategy for fast income and to maximize your success. So let me just elaborate on that. This is quite straightforward. The traffic strategy, you should have multiple level traffic strategy. So you're looking at short-term traffic and you're looking at medium-term traffic. So Facebook is your short-term traffic strategy and Pinterest is your medium-term traffic strategy. So let's have a look at Blake's analytics here. So Blake ran this short and medium-term strategy, and we've got the red bar here, the 2 red vertical bars. This shows the area of short-term traffic method. And so you can see the small amount of traffic that's coming in, but this traffic that's coming in. And this, by the way, the short-term traffic method was so easy. it took a few minutes to set up, and it's chugging away and it's bringing in traffic. And then the medium-term traffic starts to kick in, and you start to see that the amount of traffic increases. So now we've got, at the end of this short period of 3 months, there's 5,000 visitors per month in just 3 months, which resulted in $100 per month. 4 weeks later, it was $200 per month. So you can see the build-up, and I'm going to go over the build-up a little later on and see, and you'll be able to see what happens. The long-term traffic is Google. So there's 2 simple steps to rank with least effort. You lay a foundation of high quality, same or similar niche links. You build on the foundation with similar niche, high authority guest posts. So that's all you need to do. But I have to do full disclosure, because when I started to put that together initially, I realized that there were some big flaws in what I had shown you. And those flaws were actually obstacles. Just like the other opportunities had, my opportunity had obstacles. So it's okay an opportunity having obstacles, but it can't stay that way, because then it's not an opportunity. And the obstacles I had were, there's one obstacle was luck, because I realized that to pick a winning niche, you needed luck. And there was tech involved, because you had to build an optimized website. And there's expertise, which was the SEO, and all of the hassle that goes into the SEO process. And then there's the strategic knowledge, which was the knowing what to do and when to do it. I had to put some training together on that, so I could do that easily. But the others, I had to work out a way around so that there were no obstacles for you guys. So you want to have something that's obstacle-free. But like all the other opportunities, these mountain-like obstacles are the reasons why more than 95% of people fail. So those are the obstacles that you'll come across when you see any other opportunity. When you see, look out for those obstacles. So I had to sort those out. I had to get rid of those. And the solution was automation. So with these 4, you can see the 4 obstacles there, and there's the money on the far right. So luck was niche selection. I had to sort that out. Tech was website creation. I had to provide websites for people. And SEO, the expertise was providing SEO, some way to help people do SEO. And of course, the strategic knowledge was cutting edge training. So how did I eliminate mountain number 1? Mountain number 1 is the luck. Well, that's the Niche Master software. So the Niche Master, well, let me demonstrate this for you. It is fantastic. So first of all, I'll go to projects, and in here, I'll go to River Kayak, because I talked about that a moment ago. Go to the niche calculator. So in here, I've already entered in some fields just to save some time. This is all the data you can get from Google and the software, which you can use free of charge for a number of days on a trial. So you can just add that in. And once you enter the details to the end, you just click Analyze. And you can see here that it says it's analyzed all the data, and it says analysis shows that this niche qualifies as a targeted niche. So targeted niche means it's a qualifier. That's the ultimate that you can find is targeted, and it's easy to find targeted niche if you go through a process. And all you do is put your niche into the software, and it tells you if it qualifies or not. If it didn't qualify, it will say this niche qualifies as a broader niche, or it would say this niche qualifies as a mainstream blog. But targeted niche is what you want to look for. Niche difficulty score 18, and that means it's easy. 10 to 19 is easy. Okay, so that's great. That's how that works. I'll show you how to get hold of this software shortly. But first of all, let me show you about niche selection. So luck is eliminated. That we don't need luck now, because the software, we just think, I've got this niche. Does it qualify? Put it into the software, and it will tell you. So now the next obstacle was the tech. Website creation. How did I eliminate mountain number 2? Well, I hired my web developer. So what my web developer did was I gave him some instructions on what I needed done. I needed to have professional websites built, a load of different websites that I could give to people. And it cost me over $10,000 for all of those sites. to be built, and they're highly professionally laid out, and most importantly, they're highly optimized. I'll show you that in a minute. So we have a number of ready-built website packages, and they are built, they're WordPress sites, and they're built on WP Optimal. So WP Optimal is a theme, WordPress theme, and it's highly optimized, put it that way. It's mobile first compliant, which I'm not aware of any that are truly any others which are truly truly mobile first compliance. There may be some, but I'm not aware of them. Most people who don't have access to that have to build their own site. So what they would typically do is pick a free theme, pick a free WordPress theme. That's what most people do, because it's why not pick a free one? Rather not have a free one than pay for one, surely. But the thing is, they probably look amateurish. They certainly won't be optimized unless you really know what you're doing, and they won't be Google compliant. So let's go and check out a few sites. I'm going to show you some that I had found. So this is someone's site, and it's not great, is it? Certainly not going to rank on Google for anything. But it's not just what it looks like, because you can think, well, I can build a site that looks better than that, and I'm sure that wouldn't be hard to do. But how would it perform? Well, let's have a look and see how this one performs first of all. This is Google PageSpeed Insights. So what this could do, you put the URL in here, click the Analyze button, and Google gives it a score. So we're looking at mobile because Google's only interested in how your site performs on mobile. And this is 2 out of 100, which is terrible score. And you wouldn't want your site to be like that, because it's not going to rank anywhere. And as Google brings its enforcement of optimization, how your site performs on mobile, as that gets stronger and stronger as the months go on and the years, then if this was your site, it would just be terrible. Nothing would happen. Well, what about another one? This site here. This looks a bit better because it looks like a blog, proper blog. Looks nice enough, and I'm sure the content's fine. But what about performance? Let's have a look. And here, this is 15 out of 100. It's terrible. You should be in the high 90s, preferably 100. What about this one here? This is Search Engine Watch. So surely they are going to know about sourcing your site out, and 4 ways to improve your speed and master core web vitals. So surely they're going to get a really high one because they're teaching on it. Let's have a look. 16 out of 100. Awful, terrible site, terrible site, and that's not going to rank particularly well, and it will just tank as Google enforces this more and more. So let's have a look at my site. This site here, it's not a site I'm really building out more. I'm using it more as a demo site now these days. I haven't got time to work on it, but let's have a look at the speed. We'll score 100. So this is how you want your site to be. That's on a mobile. Not many sites score 100. And what I did was I asked my web developer, to build sites, and my site was one of the sites I wanted a template around. So it doesn't look bad, does it? It looks quite nice. And what he did was create a template site. So if you wanted to have my site, and you said, yeah, I want to have a site like Chris's, you would be given this. So you can change the background colors just by change the color, and then that's a simple thing, just a one-click action. And you just change the images and the text, and you put in the text you want. And once you've done that, you would then have a site that's built out. All you're doing is copy and pasting, basically. You just add your images and add your text. Simple acts. Everything's laid out professionally, or laid out as, look at all these buttons are nicely in a row and all that. So how does this perform? Let's have a look. So this site, 100. You say, I want this site. You're going to get 100 score. with fantastic metrics, absolutely amazing metrics. So bear in mind now, you get you pick your niche, which is a targeted niche. You get given the website, which is like a Ferrari, and now you're in the race. And so all you need to do then is go on to the next step. So let's have a look at that. The different sites look like this. This is what they've been designed around. These are the different sites you can do, and there'll probably be more and more coming over time. All right, so there's this tech, website creation. Is that now an obstacle? No, it's not, because you don't need to create the site anymore because you get a ready built one. All you need to do now is select one of your websites. The WP Optimal, by the way, someone mentioned in the chat, it's a plugin. Yes, it is a plugin, but it's a plugin that acts as a theme. So I just want to make that. It's the plugin takes over the theme. Just wanted you to know that. Okay, so the next thing is expertise. So expertise is the SEO. So it's all right if you pick your niche and you have a website built for you. What about the SEO? You still got to do all that SEO. So we have a few things to deal with in SEO. Internal linking, because internal linking is one of the most overlooked aspects. So let's say you've got your site, you do all this SEO on your site and get all this authority built up. If you're not doing internal linking, it means you're doing some posts, creating posts, and they're going to be orphans because there's no links going to them, no internal links. So they're not gaining the power of those links that have come to your site, the authority. So they're not going to rank very well. But if you put in internal links in, you're spreading the power that your site's got. And that means that those posts will be able to rank. So the internal linking, therefore, is an essential requirement. So solution number one to how I eliminated the SEO was to give you a plugin called the Internal SEO Link Master. So this increases the rank of your posts on Google. It identifies specific errors on your site. If there's errors that you've got on your site, it'll say, oh, look, there's an error here. That needs fixing. And it will show you what to do. And you can even do some fixing from the plugin. It turns your site into an SEO machine. It increases user engagement on your site. It stops power and authority loss from your site. Most sites, you might not know this, but most sites on the internet leaks authority. They leak authority. And most people aren't even aware that's happening. So this prevents that from happening. You don't want to leak authority from your site. It's the world's most powerful SEO linking software. Really complex. It's taken ages to get that coded because of the complexity of it. Solution number two, and this is absolutely amazing. I'm going to do 12 months SEO for you. And so I figured out what's the best way to eliminate expertise. Well, if I do your SEO, I'll do the SEO so that you can get your rankings in. So I'll do that for 12 months for you. So I do your SEO for the next 12 months. This will increase your site's power and authority. This, together with the internal SEO Link Master, is a game changer because the SEO I'll do for you will fire in a huge amount of authority to your site, and the SEO Link Master will distribute it across all of your posts. And so all of your posts can drive up the rankings in Google, and it will drive traffic from. I'll also be driving traffic from authority sites that are in your niche, and of course, it eliminates time-intensive SEO. And the final solution, if that wasn't enough, is you get access to the guest post SEO assistant. So that will enable you to find a list of blogs where you can contact them, and they'll put your post up on the site, give you more backlinks, as if you want to do that. So the SEO is now sorted out and it's eliminated. So now we've only got strategic knowledge in the way as an obstacle. So this is the cutting edge training. So how I eliminated that was my expert blueprint strategy. So that's absolutely eliminated strategic knowledge. So now anybody can do this. Anybody can get to the money. Oh, actually, I'll qualify that. And everybody and everybody can do this. There's nothing in the way. All you need to do is a bit of the work. The absolute hardest work is done for you. So these are the 4 obstacles, all dealt with. So now the training, in part 1, we looked at why the blueprint strategy was the only business opportunity you should be looking at, because we've remove the obstacles. That's why it's the business opportunity, the only one you should be looking at, because it's the only one I know of that's dealt with these obstacles. And part 2, we've looked at what makes the blueprint strategy so powerful and how it removes the obstacles to success. And that's the automation and the services that are done for you, and the website, all of that. So part 3 of the training is the secret sauce to the blueprint success. We're looking at the traffic strategy. So you need to have traffic, but you need that traffic to be different. You need to be different from everyone else. You need to be doing something different to everyone else. Otherwise, if you're doing what someone else has done, they've already got a head start to you. You need a strategy in place. So we've got the army on the left. They're your competition, basically. They don't have a strategy. They're just following everybody else and doing what they think is the right thing to do. But it's not a strategy. But if you're running with my strategy, then you're running with an expert designed traffic strategy, which is the army on the right. And that's the one you want to be. So what does the immediate short-term traffic strategy do then? So the secret is number 2. We must have a simple traffic strategy to succeed that focuses on getting traffic immediately, but also in the long run, in the medium term, and in the long term. Okay, so let's have a look. Why do we need traffic to come in immediately? The reason for that is because it increases motivation. So the motivation, if you start getting traffic immediately, you think, oh, hey, this is great, it's working. And so you're motivated to push on. If you don't see any traffic, which is what most people do, they carry on, and hope for Google's going to send them traffic at some stage. And it just takes a long time. So they lose motivation. But also by doing immediate traffic and medium traffic, that means you start getting traffic immediately. And Google knows when you're starting to get traffic because people are loading your sites on their Chrome browser, and Google monitors traffic from your Chrome browser. So they know who's coming on your site, how long they're staying on it, and all sorts like that. So that immediately and in the medium term. So all this helps with that. Also, of course, it helps generate income fast. So why the need for a short-term strategy, though? As well as all those things I mentioned, we're programmed to want something immediately. We want instant stuff. We want to have instant coffee. We want fast food. We want cash now. We want instant. Everything is instant. So the immediate short-term strategy is essential from a psychological reason, if nothing else. So the traffic strategy we'll be looking at is Facebook. Now, for the short term, so most people use Facebook in a slow, labor-intensive process. It doesn't work very effectively, and it takes a long, long time and loads of work to do. I use a neat, simple, but powerful, forgotten method that is absolutely crushing it. And this is what I do. I create a highly optimized Facebook page designed to convert. I run a paid like campaign, build an ongoing list of Facebook fans and subscribers, which costs 2 cents per subscriber. Okay, so and you're in charge of how much you want to spend. So you don't need to spend much. And you continually drive your Facebook subscribers to your landing page and your niche site. So you get subscribers in, and you're sending them to your site, and you're sending them to your opt-in. So you're capturing all of these people coming to your site, and you start to get income that way. And you get the traffic, which helps your rank on Google in the longer term. So you build an ongoing list of Facebook fans, which are subscribers, and you rinse and repeat and enjoy the income. So the 2 cents cost of a like generates a high return on investment. So all you need to do to set this up is you create an ad, something like this, and you have a headline, an image. It's a rubbish image. It doesn't matter. It's your generator. You get charged per subscriber. So you get the traffic, you get the likes, you get the subscribers. You set up your geometrics, where you want traffic to come from and all of their interests. Once you've done all of that, you set your budget, whatever you want, $1 a day if you want. Now, these campaigns are simple to do, and they take minutes to set up. Medium-term traffic strategy is Pinterest. So Pinterest is a massive, high-quality targeted traffic search engine. So people think of Pinterest as a social media site. It's not. It's not a social media site. It's a search engine. Google is a text-based search engine. Pinterest is an image-based search engine. Gets huge amounts of traffic, and it's hugely underused by your competition. Using Pinterest aids the success of the long-term and overall traffic strategy, like I mentioned about, because you get traffic, and it greatly enhances and accelerates your monthly income. So this is a Pinterest analytics. And starting here, this is an example of this one. The blog was created in November 2018. Not any traffic, or hardly any traffic to talk of. Then this started using the medium-term traffic blueprint. At this point here, starts getting traffic, starts building up as this medium-term traffic strategy on Pinterest. And then come July, we got 500 visitors per day. Keeps going on and on. By September, it's 1,000 visitors per day, and it increases. So in just 6 months, the site's gone from virtually zero traffic to in excess of 1,000 visitors per day, just on this one traffic source. So the 5 keys to crushing it with Pinterest are that all you need to do is set up and optimize 10 boards. Create multiple pins that are designed to grab a person's attention. And this is what a pin looks like. This is how you do a design. Very, very straightforward. And you have your domain at the top, and you have a big hard-hitting title. The size of the image needs to be a ratio of 2 to 3. And you should be a nice clean design and use of bright colors ideally, and a hard-hitting subtitle. You optimize the description of the pin. It's pretty much like a meta description on a web page, but it's a description like that on a pin, on your image, and you schedule those to be published at optimum times and just repeat that all the time. So the key to driving traffic and income is optimization and consistency. Just get it going all the time. So you can automate this entire process using a software called Tailwind. So if you wanted to check out Tailwind, you can see successonline.today/Tailwind. That will take you to find out Tailwind. You can start using it free of charge. They do a premium version if you want to have more power, but you can use it free of charge. And it automates the whole process for you. So then we've got the long-term strategy, traffic strategy, which is Google. So this is the ultimate traffic platform. And once you rank, you typically remain ranking. And once your site has authority, you can rank fast for additional posts. It greatly enhances and accelerates your monthly income. Of course it does. So the 5 keys to crushing it with Google, this is what you need. You need to ensure your website is fast and your on-site or your on-page is technically SEO'd. So that means it loads fast, for example, and it's got internal links on it, and all of your tags are in place, etc. So you focus your posts on narrow key phrases. Avoid broad terms. So don't do a post about fishing. How to catch fish. That would be awful. They'll never rank anywhere. But if you did a post that said best bait to use to catch wide mouth bass, if there is such a fish, you would do that, and then you would be in a much better place to rank with far less effort. You should do lots of posts like that. And your post must be optimized with on-page SEO. Your post must get a good amount of traffic to assist ranking Google. So remember, we talked about the medium and the short-term traffic strategy. That all helps this process. And your site must get high authority, same niche backlinks. Okay, so that's it. So all of that, that's a load to do, isn't it? Even as I was talking about it, I thought that's a lot of stuff to do. But is it? Because what about the blueprint I've just talked about? That changes everything. How? Well, the blueprint strategy. This is the process that you need to do to make success. Select a qualified niche. You have to do that. But we've automated that with the Niche Master software. create a fast optimized site. Well, that's covered because you just pick one. You saw how fast the optimized site was, 100 out of 100. Amazing. Not your competition won't have that. And Google, that's a ranking factor. And it's becoming more and more of a ranking factor. It's automated, or I've done it for you. Facebook traffic, it's automated. Just set up a form and Facebook does all the work. Pinterest traffic, automated with Tailwind. Just set it up, set everything in place, and automates it. Google traffic, I've automated that. Or rather, I do the SEO for you. I give you the internal linking plugin. So I do the SEO, generate the authority to your site. All you do is plug in the plugin, and it spreads the authority to your posts. And if you want more, then you can use the guest post systems for more links. This is great authority. So I'm going to show you how you can get hold of this automation in just a few minutes. But first of all, I just want to recap on a few people. In the first 6 weeks, we got Mika. He went from 0 to 600 visitors per day and just using this traffic strategy. 12 months later, Emika is earning a 6-figure income from his site. Let's take a look at Michael's results again. His site is now over 12 months old and generating $12,000 to $20,000 income every month. Dave, he doesn't want his niche revealed, but he started off, and March to May, he didn't make a lot. He didn't make a lot of money, and he was just building. But come June, he makes $115. And then July, we're starting to virtually double every month. August didn't double, but every other month after that, it seems to be almost doubling. And by December, just 9 months later, it's just under $4,000 he's making. So in just 9 months, Dave is earning $4,000 from his site. So part 4, how in just one step you can explode your business into a life-changing 6-figure income overnight. So this is the big one. To go from this one here, $4,000 per month, to a 6-figure income. How can you do that in a few days? Let's have a look. You list it for sale on my recommended specialist auction site. Most sites sell in less than 1 week. So you build your site up, like David did, to $4,000 in his case, in 9 months. So you build it up and then sell it. Just takes a few days to sell, usually a couple of days, and it's sold. 24 to 50 times the monthly income. So for Dave, let's say take an average of that, let's say 30 times the monthly income, so that's $4,000 times 30. That's $120,000. That's a 6-figure income for that. So this is the site, empireflippers.com. So if you go to Empire Flippers, you'll land on this is their dashboard, their landing page, and these are the most recent listings that you would see. And you can see down the columns that says multiple. You see the number of times in monthly income that's this is selling for. So this is making $3,000, $3,300, and it's selling for $109,000. This is making just under $50,000. It's selling for over $1 million, well, nearly $2 million. But what about smaller figures? Well, smaller figures here, we've got $2,000, $2,200, 28 times the monthly income. So you can see there it's selling for just over 62,000. This one, 2,729, selling for 33 times the monthly income. That's $90,000. KnifeUp.com, a blog that's all about hunting knives, survival knives, etc. Monthly income $5,000, just over $5,000, sold for $184,000. That's a 34 times monthly income. Camper Report about camper vans, monthly income $8,600, and it sold for $321,000. That's a 37 times monthly income. OutdoorTroop.com, monthly income $1,500, sold for 62, 40 times monthly income, and those are the sorts of prices that you get for your site. they're nothing special. Those sites which I picked out, there were just some out of many, many, many. So retirement strategy. How can you retire out of all this? Where you create a fast income, targeted niche site, you monetize it and drive traffic using the traffic strategy. After 12 months, remember Dave did 4,000 in 9 months. So after 12 months, you sell the site for high return, e.g. $100,000. You keep half the income for yourself and you invest the other half and create 2 to 4 additional new niche sites, and you fast track them for maximum fast return traffic income. And after 12 months, you sell 2 of those sites for high return. So that would be $200,000 you're making, but you keep the other 2 sites to mature their monthly income. So it's passive income for you. So you repeat this process over a 5-year period, and you retire after 5 years financially free with a high monthly income. So let's have a look how that actually works. So we've got year 1, we're building a site. Let's say it makes $3,000. You sell that for $1,000. You put $50,000 in your bank and you invest $50,000. Because you've sold it, you're not going to make any passive income off of that. But now with that $50,000, you're going to invest that and fast track it to, let's say you make $3,000 on each of those sites. That's $100,000 you sell. You sell 2 of them. You bank $200,000 and you invest $50,000. But remember, you're keeping 2 of them. So that gives you $6,000 per month coming in. And you do the same again. You build 4, you sell 2, keep 2. That's another 6,000. So now you're making 12,000 a month. Do the same again. Bank this, invest this, and that's another 6,000. So now it's 18,000 per month. And you do the same again. Bank 200, but now you're going to stop. But you keep. Actually, this figure's even higher. I just noticed it's wrong. This should be higher than this. It should be 12,000 here because you're not selling any after that. But let's stick it as it is. That's $24,000 per month. It would actually be $30,000 per month that you would get as a retirement plan. And that would just keep coming in because they would just mature and get bigger. Okay, so the training, in part 1, I showed you why the blueprint's the only business opportunity that you should be looking at and why others typically fail because of the obstacles, remember. And so I've dealt with the obstacles here. We looked at the blueprint strategy and how it all fits together. So remember, we're looking at automation. That's how it all works. Part 3, I showed you the secret sauce to the blueprint success, like powerful traffic strategy. Okay, so that's everything put together, the traffic strategy, why that works. And how in just 1 month, in one simple step, you can explode your business from a small monthly income to a life-changing 6-figure income overnight. And the retirement strategy makes it all working smart for you. So let me ask you a question, just one, because I've been rambling on for a long time now, and I just want to check: has this time been well spent? So put a yes in the chat if you've enjoyed your time on the call. Great. Yes. Thank you, Roger, Heinz, Ken, Stephen, Andrew, Jennifer. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. So all coming in. Can't say all of your names. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, so you've got 2 options then now to do. Option 1 is take what I've taught you here today and have a stab at it yourself and try and get it working for yourself. Option 2 is, what if I personally helped, coached and mentored you through the entire process? And what if I took an active role in your results and worked with you to help you achieve this for yourself? Remember, this is where I'm doing the SEO for you. I'm giving you a site that's already built. You get the software to find your niche. You get the plugin to help your SEO and the guest post assistant and all of the stuff that I'm going to do for you. You get all of that. That's option 2. So would it be okay then if I showed you how I can fulfill option number 2? You'll be able to get more information from here. Yes, great. I thought I'd better ask. I don't know what I would have done if no one said yes. Okay, but so I'll put this package together because I had to get rid of these obstacles. Because if I didn't get rid of these obstacles, it would just be a program which is no different than anyone else's. But I think I've done everything to help everybody be successful. So if you do this and you really want to make a go of it, there's no reason why you can't make this successful. So we got rid of luck with the Niche Master software. We got rid of tech with me creating the sites for you. So all you need to do is do copy and paste. It's as simple as that. Got rid of expertise. You don't need any expertise because I'll do the SEO for you, and the plugin will do all of the spreading of the power across your site. And it's the full process. And in the training, if you want to do the training, if you want to do more, of course you can do more, and just follow the training because it's all there in the training, the SEO and strategic knowledge, the whole blueprint. So some people have mentioned, what about monetization? How do we monetize? Or what about content? What do we do with content? Well, all of that's in the strategic knowledge. I couldn't cover everything in detail because there just isn't time. And anything like content is all covered in the training. So now there's no obstacle in your way to get to the money. This is the only opportunity that I'm aware of, and I've seen a lot, where all the obstacles are taken away. But I wonder how many of you have spent last year and it hasn't worked for you, or even this year and it's not worked for you. But what about next year? Is next year going to be different? Are you going to make the success? Because you can make the success with this one. So really it's time to stop going it alone, just trying to figure it out yourself, or investing in courses, which you don't know if they've covered, if there are any obstacles, because there probably are, because I haven't come across any that don't have obstacles, put it that way. It's not to say that they don't work, it's just that they're obstacles that you have to overcome. But it's time to find something that does work, and this works. This is an evergreen opportunity. And you can start seeing results in just a few weeks. Then you can see the success. So here's what the blueprint can do for you. There's no more wasting time on or wasting money on opportunities that don't work. You can have an evergreen business that's proven to work. You have a reliable and dependent stream of income. You have all the tools and knowledge for you to be able to crush it. And you'll be able to work the hours you want when you want. You can run this at your own pace. If you can only spend an hour whenever, then it doesn't matter because you've got your own pace working this. There's no deadline for you. You will be in control to create the life and business that you want. So there's 3 things you need to be successful with anything. You need to have a detailed yet simplified training. You need automation that takes care of the obstacles, or service that takes care of the obstacles. You need support, coaching, and accountability. So here's what's included in the blueprint. You get fast start strategy session. You get winning niche selection and direction. And that's to help you. So this fast start strategy gives you an overview of the entire training. And then the niche, how you pick a niche initially and then put it into the software. So it gives you in-depth training into niche selection. That's really good, fantastic training there. The money machine mastery. This is where we're talking about the content, the monetization, putting all of that together to build your site. So remember, you're just copying and pasting on the site that's ready built for you. You'll find out where to get your monetization, what to monetize with, and details about content. And then there's the core traffic strategy. And this goes through the immediate, medium, and long-term traffic strategy and how you can build on that with what I've shown you. You get the Niche Master software. You get your choice of professionally designed and ready-built websites. You get private members coaching webinar. You get private members access to the private members Facebook group. And of course, there's professional support desk. And I'm in there every day and answering support tickets. So you'll get good support there. And my whole team's there as well. So here's a recap of everything you're getting. You've got the fast start strategy session, winning niche selection and direction, money machine mastery, core traffic strategy, and niche. They're all $297 value each. The Niche Master software is $997 value. It took almost a year to, actually I think it was 9 months to create, develop, and it's a really sophisticated piece of software. The ready built and done for you custom websites, $3,000 that would cost you. That's what it cost me. I got a bit of a discount because I had 5 different types. So it cost me $10,000 for the 5. 12 months done for you SEO. That's $3,000 value. 12 months member coaching, private member coaching webinars, over $1,000 value, and private members Facebook group. All of that totals $9,649 as a value. But that's okay having a value, but what's it worth for you? Is it worth $3,600? Would all of that be worth $3,600? Well, it would be, but you wouldn't need to pay that much for it. What if I slash the price to $1,997? So imagine being able to make the money online that you want to and not have to bother with any more of those courses that promise you everything but give you nothing. Would it be worth $1,997 then? Or imagine having all of the hard effort, time-consuming workload completely done for you, and it's automated or done for you so that the success becomes virtually effortless. Would that be worth $1,967? And what if I were to mentor you and guide you to success, enabling you to avoid pitfalls everyone else makes and go on to achieve financial freedom? Would that be worth $1,997? Would it be well spent? So Shud says his income has soared as a result of applying my training. He loves the simplicity and potential. He says that my training is the best he's ever come across. And Susan says the value of the package is amazing. She says the ready-built websites alone are worth 10 times the cost of the program. She recommends that you purchase the package. And Ravi says he followed the training. He says that his niche site's made $70,000 in 9 months. And Diane says the blueprint is amazing. She says that it is easy to follow and apply, and she says it's the best training. She loves it. Michael said that he was able to drive 2,000 visitors a day to his site in just 3 months, which enabled him to generate 6-figure income in his first year. And Tony said he struggled in the past to make it online. He followed my training and says, I now earn in 1 month what many earn in an entire year. Paradise says she loves the clarity and simplicity of the blueprint. Mika followed the training and in his first 12 months has made $170,000. He said, I couldn't have done it without your system. The thing is, I want you to be next. I want you to be one of those people on there by following this. And this is better than ever, what I've put together now. But I'm not going to charge you $1,997 because you stuck with me on the webinar so far. I'm going to do something very special. You can join for just $997. And I'll say the link is in the chat. So it's just gone in now. So I do have some special bonuses for those of you who decide to jump in today. So there's the internal SEO Link Master. It's the world's most powerful SEO link plugin. So I've talked about that already. This is exclusive. It's a value of $69. And the guest post SEO assistant enables fast track build of essential authority links. That's a value of $397 software. And there's the WordPress reference pack. This is the ultimate WordPress video reference library. It's continually updated. It's a value of $697. So it's not something that you would go through as a course. It's there for reference. If you have a problem on WordPress, have a look in here and it will tell you how to fix any problems that you come across. It's fantastic. So a recap of everything, you get all of those with the bonuses. And now that's with the bonuses, that's a total of 10,812. There's no risk for you to jump in because jump in, have a look. You've got 7 days to have a look, try it out. If you have a look at everything. If you think, oh, I don't want to do this, then just send me an email and say, can I have my money back? And I'll give you money back. Okay, so it's a 7-day guarantee there. If you say action on this webinar, you have 2 bonuses for fast action takers. So there's more coming. So the fast action bonus takers, the first one is there's a value of $259. You get a press cable press release. So if you went to press cable, you go to their site, you'll see it's $259. That's the value of that's what it'll cost you to get this press release. So this will instantly power up your niche site. Also, more done for you SEO, 5 months worth additional SEO, which I'll do for you. That's a value of $1,250. So there's the fast action bonus added in. So that's the total value of 12,321. So with all of this, there's no reason why you shouldn't be completely successful and have an amazing business from this. So Money Online Blueprint is for you if you've had enough of wasting time and not seeing any results. If you're fed up with not getting any reward for your efforts, you want a reliable revenue stream each month. Or if you know it's your time, there's your time. We've all been there. You think, oh, I've got to make it now. Well, this is your time. You follow this. This will be your time. You can make it happen with because everything's there in place for you. If you're committed to do exactly what it says to make this work, then this is for you. If you're looking to make a bit of extra money part-time, absolutely for you. If you're looking for something that you can build to replace your job, definitely for you. So all of these people that have tried it, they've been through the process. So you won't be a guinea pig. So no one wants to be a guinea pig there, and you wouldn't be a guinea pig. So let's recap on everything. There's all of the bonuses that you'll get. It's a total value of 12,321, and you can join today for 997. So the link is in the chat, and we can go over to Q&A now. So let me have a look at some questions. So John is saying, what do you sell on your site to create the income? So what you do is you sell affiliate offers, or you sell, when I say sell affiliate offers, what you're linking to affiliate offers. So let's say you have a site that's, well, let's take river kayaks then. Because I am going to build a river kayak website. I've bought the domain, so I'm going to be building it. So the river kayak, you might do a review on a particular river kayak. So you have a link to the manufacturer, or Amazon link to the products, or a link to wherever you would recommend someone goes to press that link to purchase. So you get the affiliate commission there. Other ways of income would be if you create a PDF, for example, of a product, and I show you how to create a product actually in the package. But you can do that, and you can sell that product, and that's a good way of making income. You can have ads on your site. You can link to courses, or you can have your own course. So there's a huge amount of ways you can monetize your site. And in the training, I show you in depth how to monetize and where to go to get your monetized links stuff. So Chris is saying, can this all be set up as a niche mini site surrounding a larger website in the same niche to have them working together? Yes, they can. You can have a targeted niche running, and if you've got your main site, you can have targeted niche working, bringing you separate income. It absolutely works. You can even have two targeted sites in a similar niche as well if you want to as well. But yeah, if they're working together, that sounds good. So John's saying, how many hours per week is required for this? You can run this at your own pace. Once you've gone through the training, once you finish that, you would need to do your keyword research, but I show you exact steps to do with that, and you use the Niche Master software to help you with that. So that helps you pick qualified post headlines. And once you've done those, you just get your content done. And once your content's done, there's not a lot more to do unless you wanted to do additional SEO. You run your traffic strategies, but you set up the software basically to do those. So there is work involved, and it's hard to say how many hours it's going to take. It depends how fast you work or whatever. The more hours you put in, the faster you're going to get from A to B. But there's not a huge amount of work involved, put it that way. That's the best way for me to answer it. It's not like where you do all of the SEO yourself and you do all the building of the site and everything that's involved. So Tony's saying, is there an option where we do the work rather than you? Yeah, sure, you can do it. You don't have to take these for you, but you would want the plugin. for the internal link plugin, and you surely will want the Niche Master software. You don't have to have a ready-built site for you, but these sites are flying. But of course, you can build your own site. You don't need to have one of those, but they're there for you. And Carolyn's saying, if you already have the product, will this work? Absolutely, it will work. Yeah, definitely. If you've got your own products, then it's a great way to monetize. There's a number of people, members who have their own products. So Chris is saying, what traffic strategies do you employ? SEO, yes. SEO, absolutely. To want to rank on Google, that's where you get most of your traffic. Remember, we're looking at targeted niche sites. So that means that they're fairly easy to rank for. And it's not like trying to rank a broad niche, which is really hard. But these on a targeted niche site where Google sees you as an expert and you start getting authority, you rank quickly on those. But also there's the traffic strategies that I talked about, which is the Facebook and the Pinterest. You don't have to do those, but it's there as a strategy. And if you just wanted to stick with Google, you can do that. The whole package is there for you to use as a strategy. But if you want to say, I don't want to do the Facebook part and I don't want to do the Pinterest part, of course you can just do Google if you want to. Raj is saying, who creates the content? Is there a done for you option that we can pay to get someone to do it for us? Yes, you can do that. If you wanted someone to do it for you, then just send in a ticket and someone can do the content for you. Otherwise, you can just source the content yourself. But yeah, if you want someone to do it for you, then we can sort that out for you. There's some people asking for a payment option. Would people like the opportunity for a payment plan? A couple of people have asked for it, so I'll just put a link in the chat for payment plan. So Martin's asking, how many sites can we do at a time? Well, you can do as many sites as you like at a time. If you've got the time to do those, you can do that. There's no restriction. Felix is saying, can this work for local niches and stores? Yes, they can. Yeah, local niches, that's great. It will work for that. Carl is asking if the sites are WordPress sites. Yes, they are. They're WordPress sites with a WP Optimal theme. So the WP Optimal is an extremely highly optimized, simple to use theme. Robert's asking, can we have more than one website? I think that's a different question. Yes, you can have more than one website. So Chris is saying the content has to be relevant to or niche focused. Yes, it does. It needs to be relevant to the niche. Yes. And Colin's saying, can I apply the strategies to my existing sites? Yes, of course you can. Absolutely. So Craig is saying, what is the future payment of $17 per month for? Yes, good question. I didn't mention that, did I? I didn't miss it deliberately. I just missed it. Sorry. Absolutely. Yeah, it's important. The $17 per month. When you purchase, there'll be a $17 per month subscription. It covers everything that's software or service related. So you get your purchase covers all of the training and the strategy. The $17 per month covers anything that's software related or service related. So $17 is just a small amount of money. It costs me for the WP Optimal. It costs me to maintain the plugin, the internal links SEO, internal SEO link master costs me to maintain that and keep it going. It costs me for all the SEO and all of the postings. They're not free. They're very expensive, but you get that as part of the package. So the $17 is a small token for what you get. Right, so Chris is asking if the sites are revenue generating. How do you get the money? Well, you get the money as an affiliate. So let's say you have a site like the kayak site, the river kayak, and you used to have kayak equipment, and you're doing a thing about such and such kayak. Or you could link to an Amazon. You could be an Amazon affiliate and you link to the products. And that means anyone who clicks on your link and purchases, not necessarily even that kayak, but anything on Amazon, you'll get commission because they clicked on your link, and that lasts for 24 hours. So Andre's asking, what is the done for you SEO? Right, so the SEO is off-page SEO, and that means you're getting links. So on the sales page, if you click on the link, you'll be able to see what it covers. So basically, you're getting I'll be doing off-page SEO where I get you high authority links. So I get you a high authority link once a month for the 12-month period. If you act quickly on this webinar, and you get an extra 5 months worth spread over the 12 months. So then you're going to get the 17 links. And these are 17 high authority links coming from high quality websites. And so these are exclusive sites. They're not on any of the typical guest post service sites, and they're not the spammy type that you see flying around. These are really high quality. So Roger's asking if you'd have to pay the $17 subscription, even if he doesn't use one like the site, for example. The $17 is subscriptions there. If you can cancel, of course you can cancel, but then you wouldn't have access to any of the software or the plugin or any of the services. So it's the $17 is a small token amount. It's really quite a lot that you're getting for the $17. But I understand if it's something you couldn't commit to, but you would still have access to the training. Frankie's asking, does the payment plan include all the bonuses? Yes, it does. It covers all of the bonuses, and it covers all the fast action bonuses. Yeah, definitely. Anyone who purchases on this call will get fast action bonus, whether it's full pay or pay plan. So Kay's saying, would we need to purchase hosting and domains? Yes, you need to purchase your domain and your hosting. I give recommendations on hosting, so you can get low-cost hosting with high quality, low-price hosting, award-winning hosting. We've got a great recommendation for you there in the training. So I think I just wonder if you have purchased, and if you're still on the call and you've purchased, could you just drop in a message to say I'm in? Then that would be helpful for me helpful for me to know that. So great, thanks very much. Thanks, Heinz, Martin, Ben, David. Thanks, great. Oh, quite a few. Thank you. Yeah, excellent. Thanks very much. Okay, let me just see. There was another question coming. Kay saying, does WP Optimal need to be purchased? No, you don't need to purchase it. You get it. You get it. I give it to you. It's within the ready-built site. You don't need to purchase that. Okay, that's great. That's some very encouraging stuff people have said in here. You're a great lot. Yeah, Heather, if you wanted to send me an email. And by the way, I'm just going to put the support email address. So if you have any questions and you want to send in an email, just send it here. Oh yes, and incidentally, this is, I didn't mention it, but this is a half price, by the way, because the full price is $1,997. you can buy it for that on the homepage of Money Online Blueprint, and that's what it is for sale. But this isn't. I don't do the rounds with this. This doesn't go out to everyone, so you won't see this offer flying around. It might be. I've done a couple of webinars with some other people, but you won't see it. This is not something for world distribution. Great, thanks very much, Roger. Most appreciated. Thank you, Marjorie. Glad you're re-inspired. Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, I'll finish now. Just want to say thank you for everyone who's come, and looking forward to seeing you all in the Facebook group. Also, thank you for those who have purchased. Just you should receive an welcome email with your login details. Have a look in the spam folder if it doesn't appear. Sometimes it goes into spam. So if you don't get it, have a look there first. If you still don't get it, send an email to the support, which I just put in the chat, and I'll make sure that you get that. And you'll be able to join the Facebook group from that as well. So appreciate everyone, and speak to you soon. All the best then. Bye-bye.